Do you like that? That was professional.
Yeah, well, are we on?
We are on. Okay.
Oh, fantastic. We better introduce us then, David.
Hello. This is a test recording for the Crud Duds channel. Just playing a little bit of Enderal. I'm not playing it from the beginning because I've already started playing it, which is not very professional. But then again, we're not very professional people.
We are definitely not professional.
But if we actually do upload this as a professional video on the stream, then you better believe we'll start from the beginning so that you can understand the plot.
And if you'd like to follow us on YouTube and Twitch, and also our Patreon page, much appreciated because we need the grief to get the cash money, dollar.
I got killed the last time I was here.
Or whatever your local currency is. What the fuck's that? This looks a little bit frightening. Get a blanket, that blanket's on fire, what are you doing? Oh, it's gone out now.
Save a little bit of power, if it keeps burning, that's what's required. Ah, fuck!
What's actually happening? What's actually happening?
I'm like in some undead bullshit castle.
Just to explain, I'm not much of a computer gamer. I just do this. It was part of David's conditional release from prison that he spends his time online with other people.
You've played Skyrim, haven't you?
I have played Skyrim.
This is basically a total conversion mod for Skyrim, and it's a really good one. But I got.
What sort of adventures are you going on?
Well, the shit you're seeing.
Steel battle axe.
I'm gonna dump
Orc
some.
flesh.
I'm carrying basically tons of garbage.
You would not want to stick your hand in that rucksack. It sounds like, number one, it's very uncomfortably loaded.
It is significantly. I mean, I'm wearing like fucking multiple. I've got fucking bags of nails. I've got all sorts of shit.
Did you use your Duke of Edinburgh hiking training to pack it in the most sensible manner with a weight closest to your back?
No, I just dumped everything in a bag and just shook it until it all.
You shook it, yeah. Then you just lifted and shifted it. Eh?
That's right. Let's see. Okay.
So what are we trying to do here, Dave? What are you up to?
Dumping all the bullshit that I'm carrying so that I can keep looting.
So you can lighten your load.
Eventually, I will need to get a house to like dump things in.
Yeah.
I guess I could just dump hundreds of books. I'm just carrying like loads of books because I'm sure at some stage I'll get a house, and then I'll have a place to store all these books I'm picking up.
Because you're like a fantasy age Jeff Bezos with starting your own book business.
That's right.
Your garage
this is the future Amazon. Oh, I like
that.
I like how it does a little rush forward when I take these out.
It sounds like they're breaking the sound barrier.
It does, doesn't it?
What's going on? I see movement.
Okay, I appear to have disturbed the hive. Oh, that's a dead end. Oh dear. Oh, excuse me, fellow. This is the way I want to go.
Why are you being chased like Eddie Iron Maiden?
Ah!
I've got to say, that doesn't look to be super effective.
Well, he's fucking dead. I don't know what more you want, Neil.
I'm sure that he was dead before if he's a skeleton.
That's true. He's
doubled up on the bed.
He's doubled up. He's doubling down on his deadness. Okay, apparently there's another one, but.
Oh yeah, so?
Yeah. See, I guess when you look at these guys who are completely naked and corpses, expecting them to have gear on them is a bit much.
What I'm struggling to understand is, how did they become naked corpses?
I imagine this is some magical bullshit in this castle.
That
this is a weird.
Before they died, or were they undressed post-mortem?
I guess their clothes rotted off.
They've been there a while then.
Has been like magically preserved.
Unless they had like the Primani of like fantasy Middle Ages armor, I guess.
It's possible, yeah. Or if it's they were like mummies prepared. So this is what they obviously wanted me to do. They wanted me to sneak in here and.
Why does that water look like it's got oil in it?
Oil, it is, and the idea is that I was supposed to sneak in here and like light them up, but they spotted me, so.
You're gonna light it up like a bonfire.
But unfortunately, nope, that didn't work out.
Okay.
So this total conversion mod is actually on Steam. Like it's considered to be good enough to be like on there, and I was like, oh well, okay.
On Steam, is that sort of youth talk for like DMT or some kind of like street legal high?
Oh yes, I'm sorry, I have to explain. My friend Neil is a Mac-tard. He doesn't have a computer.
Mac-tard.
He doesn't have a PC, so he doesn't know what Steam is. Steam is
Steam.
It's a video gaming platform that you can like download lots of games in. It was made by Gabe Newell.
Who's Gabe Newell?
He's the guy who made Half-Life, and Valve owns Valve. He's a great big Great big rotund man.
What's his physical stature got to do with his?
He's it's not his stature. It's his girth and width. He's a very. He's a very.
How well do you know this man?
Well enough to know he collects lots of knives. So let's not be too mean.
He collects knives.
He does.
He's a girthy man who collects knives.
He's a very big. He's a very wide fellow. He's what you'd call him a Cockney wide boy, except he's not Cockney and he's not a boy, but he is very.
Well, how big are we talking? BFT levels? Or?
Oh yeah. He's a big fella.
Big lad.
He's a big old lad. He also is very, very wealthy because Steam has obviously made him quite an astonishing.
You think he'd be able to eat better and get,
Well, I'm sure he's enjoying what he's eating, which is why he's gotten the way he is. I mean, he's probably eating. He's probably eating the best, Do you think that Henry VIII wasn't enjoying what he was eating? Can you eat better than a king? He was a big old chap by the end.
Apparently, he split open during his during his funeral, and the smell was so bad they had to go outside the church.
Yeah, like badly uncontrolled syphilis. Apparently, he had a blood disorder, which is why he couldn't have any sons.
Right.
And it also causes you to go a bit mental later on.
Does it cause you to continue running at somebody that's put you on fire, that's set on fire?
It might do, but it explains why Henry VIII was kind of like, oh, won't bear me children, then I'll have you executed. And he became more and more ruthless as he got older and wanted more and more wars. I mean, don't get me wrong, I understand wanting wars with France. I am English, after all.
Yeah, I mean, it's just that is the natural state of being. It's just the last 100 years or so that we've drifted away from that national pastime.
I know, but you never know. Brexit's happening, we may get back to it.
They're going to be looking fondly at us down the Channel Tunnel.
I'm fucking stuck on a bone.
Are you hitting him in the knackers with that axe?
Well, he doesn't have any knackers anymore, Neil.
Yeah, I'm going to say that. Do you think that still has the same effect as it does on the living person? Some kind of like phantom memory of nads?
I imagine, and this is just my imaginings here, Neil. I have no evidence of this, one way or another.
Speculative, yeah.
Purely speculative.
Hypothetically speaking, one might say.
One may indeed say that. Why can't I? Okay, I want to recharge. There we are. I want my fire sticks back.
Your boombox.
My boom sticks.
Hey, boom, man.
I imagine getting hit in a bare pelvis is probably unpleasant, even if there weren't nads there. Like I imagine if you were a eunuch and someone really booted you in the pelvis, I think it would still hurt quite a bit. Yeah,
but would that not follow the rest of your body as well, though?
I just happen to think that because the pelvis is an area where all those fucking things join up.
Endings are.
Yeah, because you've got a couple of major arteries, you've got all your joints all connect to that area. I imagine it's a little bit more. It's like being kicked in the neck, if you can imagine that.
I kind of feel like we're doing some kind of fantasy Middle Ages, like through the keyhole /
Who
like,
lives in a house? Apparently, it's a ghost.
Homes under the hammer walkthrough.
Now, this house apparently has lots of undead. That suggests that the resident is either some sort of necromancer or possibly undead themselves.
Yeah. How much do you think this would go for? And I suppose it depends on how close it is to the state. Is this in London? Do we know?
Well, I don't think so. It appeared to be quite out of the way. I mean, it's a castle, so it's not Westminster. We'd have heard of it if it was.
I'm noticing a lot of open plan spaces. I mean, I feel like we could benefit from like maybe just a few more walls.
That's true. There would be a lot more usefulness. But that having been said, do you think it would, in this day and age, be worth more being full of undead or less? Because there isn't much undead in the world. In fact, there aren't any. So it might be quite a tourist.
It would be a rarity. It would be a rarity factor for sure. What that's worth to your average buyer, is obviously subjective. But
so if I had this, I don't think I'd clear out the undead. I think I'd just put up little fences, like like they do in royal palaces. They have this little cordoned off area.
Essentially run your own sort of live action Disney World haunted mansion.
Yeah, you sort of walk around and they'd be either on chains or behind big perspex glass, like they do at like safari parks and stuff.
Yeah.
And kids would be like, oh, look at this, there's an undead zombie on the other side that's lunging towards the glass. People are laughing. Oh, look, he's really trying to rip my kid's head off, but he can't get through the perspex. Ho ho ho!
I read a book about this, and what you want is a person-eating attraction, so you don't want them walking through. What you want is some kind of like conveyor belt system that moves them through.
Oh, this guy's wearing a bit of armor. I might just have to...
Oh dear.
That's right, chappy. Armour you may have.
What is powering your Middle Ages flamethrower there?
Souls. The souls of the damned. He appears to want to stand there for a little bit, which is fine by me. Oh, he's changed his mind.
Oh, well done.
You can stand there and pose if you like. I'm not. It's not going to be as impressive as you think. Oh, I've made a new power level.
What does this power level allow you to do?
I guess I go with some mana. It lets me up my skills and unlock abilities and stuff. It's a bit weird in Enderal. I'm not entirely sure of how it's working, which is probably why I'm like doing everything the hard way. I'll upgrade my abilities when I run into a problem. When I run into an enemy I can't beat, then I'll be like...
What's in the sack?
Let's have a look. Nothing in that one. I can't access these sacks. That's not good. That's bad. Just clothes.
It's a problem not being able to access your sack.
Look. They've actually invented their own world map that they've put on to the...
It's not flat. It's not flat.
Oh, look, there's Enderal. There's where we are.
So despite some like basic like gaps in their physics, like, I don't know, undead, magic...
The fact that they're filthy sphere cucks. Oh, the world being round. Who are you joking?
Exactly, and this is what I've been wanting to use our podcast to get out there.
We know it's a trapezoid, Neil.
Yeah, exactly. It's the glass ceiling, the wall, the ice wall. That's it.
I feel like this is a room full of baddies who are going to like baddie me up. So
do you think we should switch up the weapons?
I don't think cold works very well, but what I may do is try something. Like apparently this does something very clever.
What we got?
Oh, apparently it does fucking nothing.
Oh shit, that guy looks quite angry.
Yeah, I was hoping it would. I read in like
it's
one of the
how you can pause a bike, because like in the real world,
yeah, so this is the problem here. I don't see why you had so much of a problem when you went to Iraq. Just pause the game.
Just pause it and pull up the inventory screen, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, select a different weapon, hide behind a rock to get your health back, all those things.
Well, that's it. As we know, the only way to really regenerate.
Yeah, see, I do remember reading something like this on one of these internet forums with an armchair commando, and he was talking about how the javelin is better than like the traditional rocket systems, and he was saying one of the guys was saying it's better because it's a fire and forget, so you don't have to be in direct fire from it's a non-direct fire, so you don't have to be exposed. And the other guy said, well, so what if you have to be exposed for a couple of seconds? Just hide behind a rock or something. And I remember writing back to him, oh yeah. And also, while you're behind that rock, your health will regenerate.
Yeah, did you also agree with that?
He didn't mention it. I don't think he responded to me.
Oh, okay.
But I happen to think that not being seen by someone and being able to shoot them is quite an advantage for yourself.
Well, personally, I would have to say...
That you think, nah, it's fine.
Oh,
being fired at when you're firing upon someone else is fine. You just shrug off. I'm being shot with arrows. I'll find out who the fucker is who's doing it.
Who's shooting you with arrows?
That little shit.
Get up there and give him some tough love. So, you know...
Sneaky little dodge.
Transcend barriers to his physical death and still engage in archery. Doesn't seem that bad. I mean, maybe they have other hobbies.
It's true. How much of the person remains? A gold gem amulet.
Well, this brings us to the transhumanist, like, you know, sort of like Elon Musk. Do we, like, integrate with the AI sort of thing here? Because, you know, what is a human? What is our human experience?
Yeah. Are you sure he's not just installing a Wii Fit inside your head?
Mate, you might have already done it.
It's like, yes, it's a very special computer, plugs into your head, monitors your fitness levels and how many steps you've taken, and that's all it is.
Hypothetical situation, Elon Musk invites you out to California, you go around to his house, he prepares for you a drink.
I feel like we've skipped over some quite vital elements here. Like, first of all, I'd probably be surprised that Elon Musk is contacting me and apparently knows who I am.
He's been watching our YouTube channel and he thinks that you're somebody who would get him.
Okay.
So he doesn't want to see me, because obviously he realises I am not one of his
I say, well, first of all, we would love to have you on the Crud Duds podcast, right? And have a lovely, because you know we got to tout our business here.
Yeah, that's the point.
Because that's it. That's our big break, Neil. That's how we get out of working normal work. We don't have to do normal jobs ever again.
Get him in some Crud Duds merch.
We got you this cool hat.
Tesla special edition.
Fuck is all this?
How would we make it a special edition, like personalised by us? I wonder. We need a more phallic-shaped bonnet or something.
What a person? What we're making?
Oh, like if we're gonna have a Crud Duds like special edition Tesla, like what changes?
Oh right. You sure you want a Tesla? You don't want one of those fucking vans that you made?
Oh, what the what's it called?
The Go-Go Gadget van.
yeah. The
it
weird,
looks just like the fucking one from Inspector Gadget before it turns into a car.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's like a little tank.
Nah, I don't like it. I like Teslas though. I like the cars.
I love it. This window cannot be broken. Then he throws that big ball at it and it just shatters. And I'm like, ooh. You should have tested that beforehand.
Do you think his actual like R&D team told him that was something that couldn't happen, or do you think he's just like so arrogant he thought he could bend the laws of physics?
No, I think what happened is they told him it was it wouldn't shatter, like it's shatterproof, and he thought that meant it wouldn't break. Where obviously that doesn't.
Which is any child that went to a normal school and used a plastic shatterproof ruler can tell you.
That is not the case.
That's not the case.
Okay. Apparently there's something called the Ash Widow in here.
The Ash Widow. Maybe, like the Ass Widow?
This is just the same fucking room.
It's not like one of those streaming videos, is it? With like blended families that you see online.
I don't think so. Okay.
The naughty Ash Widow.
That was obviously the wrong way to go.
Well, you're not going to find the Ash Widow that way. They're usually in the kitchen or bent over in front of a kitchen appliance washing machine. It's based on my research. Or in the shower.
Harsh, Neil. Harsh. Cancel, Neil. I disavow. All feminists know I don't approve of him.
This is why you're going to Musk's house and I'm not.
Yeah, that's it. Disavow. We think all widows, ashy or otherwise,
are equally valid.
Yeah, that's right. They don't have to be in the kitchen. None of that.
We're equal opportunities online milk video connoisseurs.
This is some sort of patriarchal something.
Yeah, exactly.
And Neil's a terrible bad man who must be cancelled.
I feel like if this ever goes remotely public, if we get any success, that will probably be one of the first things that happens.
Listen, this is why I'm saying.
Oh, it's the old ass widow. Or is it?
This is why we do a little bit of podcasting rather than a little bit of streaming right away, because that way I can edit out sections where Neil says things.
Like anything.
When he says something naughty, it's like.
If the ass widow shoots there with magic
spray. Fucking hell! Okay, I think that is the.
You just got ass widow.
I did. Okay, it looks like I'm going to have to use a little bit more cunning and skill. Okay.
How much cunning and skill would you say you have to use?
Oh, about 50% more cunning and skill than I was using. Right.
Where's the mute key on this in case like I need to fart or like shout something massively inappropriate at the screen?
I don't know. I've got one on my microphone because.
I don't think I've got one. I think you've got the expensive mic.
I've got the old Yeti Nano.
Incidentally, he got it on eBay, a real steal.
I certainly fucking did. 60 quid, mate.
Hey, I just bought mine on Amazon. Why? Because I have a job.
I've got a job as well, Neil. The difference is though that I don't just suck Jeff Bezos' ballsack. Oh, Jeff Bezos! I heard you're very wealthy. Let me give you some more money. Why? Why should I give? Mind you, he probably fucking owns eBay.
You've got some nerves like you're Jeff Bezos and your best friend out in California, Elon Musk, is having you over.
Hang on. Here's the question: who owns eBay? Does fucking Jeff Bezos actually own eBay as well? Because then
I think actually Elon Musk certainly was involved with it at the start because he created PayPal. So maybe you've inadvertently also.
So there you go. I am actually on Team Musk.
Yeah. Which is not something you'd ever really thought you'd find yourself saying in 2020. But you know, who thought 10 years ago that would be a positive thing?
Team Musk and Team Ballsack. Just don't put the two together.
Isn't it weird though? You say Ballsack, but if I try and visualise like Jeff Bezos,
fuck.
He actually does kind of look like a human Ballsack.
I've unfortunately aggroed the mage, so I think they're going to fucking wreck me again. But I'm hoping I can... Ah, fuck off.
Are you saying you're about to get ruined by the Ash Widow?
Hang on a second. Now, I've got loads of potions of bullshit.
Like you're the naughty stepson.
Have I got one that will make me protection from magic? This sounds like... You know in like Skyrim, you collect all this bullshit and it's completely fucking useless. Well, guess what?
Oh.
Oh dear. Oh dear!
Oh!
It's a little unstable. It's a little bit of an unstable game. Well, there you go. That was
yeah, right.
Enderal.
Somebody switched that off because they were about to get killed on the interwebs.
That's Enderal, and this is our first test recording, and we'll see how it's gone.
That's really good. Okay, thanks guys, and bye-bye. Bye.